can you give to the kids time?
Oh, hi there, Casey. What am I doing? Oh, well, I'm getting some science activities around, making some recordings for next week. Excuse me, for my fourth graders. Do you want to help? Yeah? Okay, great. Well, what do I like best about teaching science to my fourth graders? Well, that's easy. My favorite thing is to use something called discrepant events. And I use those to start off my science lessons. Oh, what are discrepant events? That's a good question. Those are demonstrations or events that I like to show my students before we start a science lesson. And they make my students go, they contradict something that my students think about science or about the world. And then we work together to experiment and problem solve and try to figure out what's really happening. You still don't understand? Yeah, that makes sense. Why don't we do this? Let me give you an example or two. I have some materials right here. 1 second. All right, Casey, so here's my first discrepant event. So I have a bucket of water, and I have 2 cans of pop here, a Diet Coke and a Coke. Okay? So what do you think is going to happen if I put this Coke into the water? Yeah, it's going to sink down to the bottom. It's heavy. It's water. Let's see what happens. Yep, down it goes, sitting down at the bottom of my bucket. Okay? Well then, since I have another can of pop here, what do you think is going to happen when I put this in? Right, of course, it's going to sink down there and sit next to the Coke, isn't it? Let's try it. I know. This one floats. What is the difference? They're both full? I don't know. That's something that science is going to help us figure out. All right, so Casey, this is another one of my favorite discrepant events. I have a candle next to me, and if I want to make that candle go out, I can blow air onto it, and we know that would work. But air is also inside this container, right? Can I pour the air onto this candle and make it go out? No, we can't really. It doesn't seem like we can pour air, does it? But if I increase the amount of gases inside this container, let's see if we can pour it then. So I'm going to make a reaction here that's going to produce a gas in my container. Put in some baking soda. I'm going to add some vinegar, which will cause a reaction that fills this container with a little bit more gas than is already in there. Okay? You stay over here, away from the fire. You always want to be with an adult when you're doing science at home. Okay, so I'm going to pour some vinegar in here, causing a reaction. I'm going to try to hold those gases inside there. Then I'm going to see if I can pour. Look at that. I poured the gas right out of that cup and put that candle out. I know. It's impressive. My fourth graders love that one. So Casey, what do you think? Oh, it makes your brain hurt? Well, that's a good thing. It means that you're learning. And that's why I love teaching science. I love to help my fourth graders' brains grow. But there are sometimes things in my life that are hard to explain, or that even science can't help me understand. Yeah, you're right. That can be very frustrating, and it can sometimes even be scary. But you know what I have then, Casey? It's something called faith. Yeah, absolutely. We can look to God for answers, and we can put our questions and our worries about those things with Him. And then that always makes me feel much better. You too? I'm glad to hear it. Thanks for helping me today. Bye.